So I walk into shelters and I look around, and in some shelters I really wonder whether the health of the animals in that facility are a high priority to that shelter. And why do I say that? I served for a while on the board of directors of the Tompkins County Shelter, and our board had a variety of committees that most boards do. And one, for example, was the Budget and Finance Committee. And so there was a committee devoted, because raising money is so important in a shelter, there was a committee who had its central goal to oversee what was happening with the health, or excuse me, with the finances of that shelter. And they would set goals, and they would measure whether they were reaching those goals, whether they were over budget or under budget. When you go into a shelter and there is no committee or even a designated person who's really responsible for the health, then who is? If everybody's responsible, and I do believe everybody should be, but nobody's really taking leadership on it, then it breaks down. What happens is that essentially no one is overseeing that all of the health-related protocols are being adhered to. So one of the things that hospitals have done, human hospitals have done, is that they've hired an infection control nurse. Sometimes they're called the nurse epidemiologist in these facilities. And that person is actually, their job is to oversee the implementation of health-related protocols. And I haven't yet entered a shelter, I've been encouraging some to do that, to actually designate a person who is there, sort of the eyes of the veterinary staff, eyes of the veterinary technician, to go around and see that whether or not people are actually adhering to hand washing between animals, actually changing their smock when they leave the isolation area. And again, this person has to be carefully chosen, because if they're going to be lording it over and making people feel bad, then that's not going to work. They're going to have to have good people skills. But their role is to go around and encourage. It's kind of a cheerleader for adhering to health protocols and keeping animals healthy. So some other ideas about keeping health as a high priority. Again, I talked a little bit about the importance of staff training and retraining and reminding people that they have a crucial role to play in the health of animals in the shelter. I also, and I'm going to spend a moment on the next slide talking about the goal-driven, but then also feedback. If things are going really well in the shelter with regards to the health of the animals, reward people, tell people about it, let them celebrate with you that we've actually kept more animals healthy this month than last month. And that goes to my next issue of goal-driven.